Good day everyone! Welcome to the world of math. Halikayo, samahan niyo ako para tuklasin ang mga bagong kaalaman sa mundo ng matematika. Transforming quadratic function y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c into vertex form. Y is equal to a times the quantity x minus h squared plus k and vice versa. The competencies for this lesson applies knowledge about completing the square to find the value of h and k. Transforms the quadratic function y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c into vertex form. Y is equal to a times the quantity x minus h squared plus k and vice versa. Let me share the quotation from Walt Disney. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. Steps in transforming quadratic function in vertex form. Step 1. Group together the terms containing x. Step 2. Factor out a. If a is equal to 1, proceed to step 3. Step 3. Complete the expression in parentheses to make it perfect square trinomial by adding the value of the square of b divided by 2 and subtracting the value of the product of a and the square of b divided by 2 to the constant term. Step 4. Simplify and express perfect square trinomial as the square of binomial. Example 1. Transform the quadratic function y is equal to x squared minus 6x minus 3 into vertex form. Y is equal to a times the quantity x minus h squared plus k. Step 1. Group together the terms containing x. So pagsasamahin nyo lamang po, yun pong mayroon pong variable x. Step 2. Factor out a. If a is equal to 1, proceed to step 3. Since a is equal to 1, then we're going to proceed to step 3. Step 3. Complete the expression in parentheses to make it perfect square trinomial by adding the value of b over 2 squared and subtracting the value of the product of a and the square of b over 2 to the constant term. So sa madaling sabi po, so ito po yung nakuha natin sa step 2, mag-a-add po tayo dito ng square of b over 2 para po maging perfect square trinomial dito siya. Then, dito naman po sa labas na ito, magma-minus tayo ng product ng a at ng square of b over 2. So, ang gagawin natin para magawa yon, kukunin natin yung a at saka yung b. So, dito po tayo kukuha ng a at b. So, ang a natin is 1, ang b natin is negative 6. So, yung a natin yung nasa labas. So, 1 po yan. Then, yung b natin, ito pong numerical coefficient of x, which is negative 6. So, kunin po natin, ano po ang i-add natin dito? So, gagamitin po natin ito, the square of b over 2 squared, square of b over 2. By substitution, papalitan lamang po natin si b ng negative 6 over 2 square. Then, simplify. Negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3 square. That is 9. So, 9 po ang i-add natin para maging perfect square trinomial siya. So, ngayon, ano naman pong ima-minus natin po dito sa labas? So, gagamitin natin po itong the product of A and the square of B over 2. Then, by substitution, papalitan lang natin si A ng 1, si B ng negative 6. Then, we simplify. So, ito po ay na-solve na po natin. That is 9. So, papalitan lang natin ng 9 times 1. So, 9. Then, yan po ang ima-minus natin. Simplify and express perfect square trinomial as the square of binomial. So, ito po yung nakuha natin sa step 3. So, ang gagawin natin, i-express lang natin ito as square of binomial. Then, isi-simplify lamang po natin itong nasa labas. So, we have y is equal to, let's express it as square of binomial, magiging the square of x minus 3. So, saan po nakuha itong x at saka negative 3 na to or minus 3? So, ang x na ito nakuha, square root of x squared is x. Yung minus na ito po yun, yung sign ng middle term. Copy. Then, square root of 9, 3. Then, isi-simplify lang natin itong dalawang nasa labas na ito. So, negative 3 minus 9 is negative 12. So, yan na po ang vertex form natin. Then, makukuha na natin yung h at saka yung k. H is equal to 3. And k is equal to negative 12. Example 2. Transform the quadratic function y is equal to 3x squared minus 6x plus 3 into vertex form. Y is equal to a times the quantity x minus h squared plus k. Step 1. Group together the terms containing x. So, igugrupo lang natin kung alin po yung mayroong variable x. So, itong 3x squared at saka 6x. So, nagrupo na natin. Step 2. Factor out a. If a is equal to 1, proceed to step 3. So, kung mapapansin nyo po, ang a natin is 3. Hindi po siya equal sa 1. So, ang gagawin natin, factor out a. So, ipa-factor out natin. So, y is equal to, ilalabas lang natin po yung 3 na ito. Then, i-divide lang natin yung bawat term na nasa loob ng parenthesis sa 3 para makuha natin yung terms. So, open parenthesis. 3x squared divided by 3 is x squared. Negative 6x divided by 3 is negative 2x. Then, close parenthesis, plus 3. So, yan na po yung step 2. Sunod na. So, follow tayo sa step 3. So, ito yung po yung nakuha natin sa step 2. Ang gagawin lamang po natin, mag-a-add daw po tayo dito ng square of b over 2 para maging perfect square po ito. At magma-minus po tayo dito ng product of a times square of b over 2. So, ang gagawin natin para makuha natin yung i-add dito at yung ima-minus dito, kukunin natin yung value ng a at b. So, ang a natin is 3, ang b natin is negative 2. So, yung b dito po manggagaling sa loob ng parenthesis. Then, after po nyan, malalaman na po natin yung i-add natin. So, gamit po itong the square of b over 2, by substitution, papalitan lang natin si b ng negative 2. Then, we simplify. That is 1. Paano po nangyari naging 1? Negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. Negative 1 squared is equal to 1. Then, yun na po yung i-add po natin dito para maging perfect square trinomial siya. Then, ano ngayon yung ima-minus natin? So, gamit po itong A times the square of B over 2. So by substitution po, papalitan lang natin si A ng 3. Papalitan lang natin si B ng negative 2. Then, we simplify. Ang gagawin po naman natin, isi-simplify po muna natin tong with the exponent na ito. So, palo na po natin yung PEMDAS. So, we have 3 times 1. Kasi po, the square of negative 2 over 2 is 1. So, lagay lang natin dito times 3 equals 3. Then, yan po ang i-minus natin. Then, follow tayo sa step 4. Isi-simplify natin, then express perfect square trinomial as the square of binomial. So, ito po yung nakuha natin sa step 3. Ang gagawin natin, etong nasa loob ng parenthesis na ito, na perfect square trinomial, gagawin nating square of binomial. So, we have y is equal to 3. Express this as square of binomial, that is x minus 1 squared. So, again, saan nakuha po yung x minus 1? Square root of x squared is x. Then, copy po yung middle sign natin. Then, square root ng last term natin is 1. Then, simplify natin po ito. 3 minus 3 is 0. So, wala na po. Dahil 0 na, wala na tayong ilalagay. And that is the vertex form. So, dito po, makukuha na po natin yung h at k natin. So, ang h natin is positive 1. Dahil po, wala tayong k na nakita, k is equal to 0. Example 3. Transform the quadratic function y is equal to 2x squared plus 8x minus 1 into vertex form. Step 1, group together the terms containing x. So that is the given. So igugrupo lang po natin yung mayroon pong variable x. So itong dalawang ito. Let's put a parenthesis. Then let's proceed to step 2. Factor out a. If a is equal to 1, proceed to step 3. Since ang a natin dito is 2, so hindi po siya equal sa 1, ipa-factor out natin yung a. So ilalabas lang natin yung a. So y is equal to, labas natin ng a. Ano ang a natin? Very good, 2. Then, put a parenthesis, open. I-divide lamang po natin yung bawat terms na nasa loob sa 2. So, 2x squared divided by 2, x squared. Positive 8x divided by 2, that is positive 4x. Then put a close parenthesis, minus 1. Copy. Then, proceed to step 3. So, ito po yung nakuha natin sa step 2. Maglalagay lamang po natin sa space. So, anong ilalagay natin sa space dito? Mag-a-add po tayo ng value ng square of b over 2. So, ang a natin is 2. Ang b natin is positive 4. So, laging tandaan po, manggagaling po ang value ng a at b po dito po. So, ang gagawin po natin, hahanapin po natin yung i-add po natin dito gamit po itong the square of b over 2. So, by substitution, papalitan lang natin si b ng 4. So, 4 divided by 2, 2 squared is equal to 4. Yun po yung i-add natin. Ngayon po, sabi dito, subtract the value of the square of b over 2 times a dito po sa ating constant term. So, magma-minus po tayo. So, gamit po ito. By substitution, papalitan natin si a ng 2, si b ng 4. Then, isi-simplify natin. Again, uunahin natin i-simplify po itong may exponent. So, 4 divided by 2 squared, that is 4 times 2, that is positive 8. So, ang ima-minus po natin dito is 8. Then, proceed tayo sa step 4. Simplify and express perfect square trinomial as the square of binomial. So, ito yung nakuha natin sa step 3. Gagawin lamang po natin itong square of binomial. So, y is equal to 2. Square of binomial yan is x plus 2 squared or the square of x plus 2. So, saan nanggaling ang x plus 2? Again, square root nyo lang po ito. Square root of x squared, x. Copy po natin po itong middle sign. Then, square root of last term. Then, isi-simplify po natin po ito. Negative 1 minus 8 is negative 9. And that is our vertex form. So, kaya na nating makuha ang h at k natin. So, h is negative 2, k is negative 9. So, nagtatanong kayo, bakit po negative 2 ito? Plus po yan. So, ito po yung ating pong vertex form. So, kailangan minus po yan, di ba po? So, kailangan negative, ito, kung positive yan, dapat negative ang h ninyo para maging negative to. So, kaya po siya negative 2. Or, ganito ang gawin nyo kapag minus na siya, so positive si h natin. So, kapag plus siya, negative si h natin. Paano naman po kapag vertex form to general form ang gagawin po natin? So, kailangan alam po natin yung distributive property or distributive law. At, higit sa lahat, kung paano po tayo magta-transform ng square of binomial papuntang perfect square trinomial. Kapag alam po natin yung dalawang yan, mas madali na po nating matatransform yung vertex form sa general form. Magbigay tayo ng halimbawa. Example 1. Transform quadratic function y is equal to the square of x minus 4 minus 10. In general form, y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. So, ang gagawin po natin, we express x minus 4 square or the square of x minus 4 sa perfect square trinomial. So, ano ang perfect square trinomial niya? X squared minus 8x plus 16. So, paano po? Saan po ba nanggaling po ito? So, we have square the first term. So, x squared, twice the product of the first and the second term. So, 2 times x, 2x, times negative 4, that is negative 8x. Then, square the last term, negative 4 square, that is positive 16. Then, copy, minus 10. Then, isi-simplify lamang po natin itong last term, itong constant natin. Then, ang magiging sagot na po natin is y is equal to x squared minus 8x plus 6. Kasi po, 16 minus 10 is 6. Remember po, ginagawa lamang po natin ito kapag ang a natin is equal to 1. Again, ito po lamang ay ginagawa kapag ang a natin is 1. Example number 2. Transform the quadratic function y is equal to 3 times the square of x minus 1 plus 2 in general form. Y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. Again, express this square of binomial as perfect square trinomial. So, express po muna natin, y is equal to 3. That is, x squared minus 2x plus 1. So, square the first term, x squared, twice the product of the first and the second. So, 2 times x times negative 1. That is negative 2x. Then, square the last term. Negative 1 square is positive 1. Then, copy lang natin, plus 2. Then, after po niyan, since ang a natin is not equal 1, ang gagawin natin, we use, very good, distributive property. So, yung 3, ita-times po natin sa bawat isang term na nasa loob ng parenthesis. So, let's start. Y is equal to 3 times x squared, 3x squared. Very good. 3 times negative 2, negative 6x. 3 times 1, positive 3. Then copy, plus 2. Then, we simplify po yung constant. So, y is equal to 3x squared minus 6x plus 5 is our final answer. Thank you for listening po. Good day, everyone.